Entreprise is a climbing wall manufacturer. We manufacture walls and handholds for the entire world. This is one of the most exciting projects we've ever done. It's the biggest project we've ever done in the U.S. We're building something that's unique, and it's really going to be a landmark for all gyms, and especially for this part of the country.
I love climbing. It's something that is, I think, sort of born into us as human beings, but not many people get to have the opportunity to do it. You climb trees when you're a kid, but then you move on. You think, oh, that's just kid stuff, and you sort of go on. It's like this forgotten thing that's in us.
Entreprise was super excited about this project from the get-go. We really focus on designing climbing walls, not for our needs, but for the client's needs.
We decided to go with an aesthetic that was very, very open. You walk in and there's just one huge room with a climbing gym in it. And you will be able to have 1,000 people in this building and it will feel comfortable.
Lead walls, beginner walls, those are things that we do quite often, but they're always different.
We wanted to make sure that the lead wall was accessible, but also provided sufficient overhang to get strong. Now, I've never been to a gym anywhere in the world that has a true amphitheater as a lead wall, and so that's what we did, and Entreprise delivered on that one. I definitely wanted to have a freestanding boulder.
We did a World Cup boulder for World Cup competitions, and we've been able to reproduce that with some minor changes.
So people can really compete on the same type of walls that the best climbers in the world are competing on. We also wanted to make sure that we had bouldering that was sufficiently varied to give you all the angles you want for setting, but also continuously long enough that we could host international competitions. We had a foam pit built into the building before we got here, and obviously the cool thing to do is to keep it. So I started thinking about ideas for how we could utilize the foam pit while keeping it safe, but also really advancing climbing and indoor climbing in new directions.
The snake was really something that pushed us, that we were excited about, but that has never been done anywhere before. We were a little bit nervous at the beginning, but once we got through the design and the engineering of it, we knew that there was going to be no issues. To be able to go up and boulder and highball 25 feet above a foam pit inside a gym, it's never been done.
At the grand opening, we had a line that stretched all the way past the pit. People just love it. Because not only is it a great challenge for newcomers, but it's also a serious training machine. I mean, you run some laps on that thing and you are going to be worked. Entreprise stepped up and they said, hey, Indianapolis is a new market. We're hearing promises from Hoosier Heights that there's a community there who wants to be embraced by the larger national and international climbing community.
Now that it's done, and we see what happened here, for this part of the country, it's amazing. I grew up here in the Midwest, and to think about something this size and this scale going here is truly amazing.
Climbing is growing, and climbing will continue to grow. There's very few sports that you can do, both when you're 4 years old, and when you're 40 years old, and when you're 80 years old. We're bringing that ability to experience the unique kinds of movements you can create when you climb. We're bringing it to people's doorstep. Not just that, but they can experience the community and the lifestyle that surrounds that.